everybody. Oh my goodness, Jen, I love your bright pink.
Thank you. Listen, I have been so inspired by this Color Me Beautiful collection that I went out and bought a new bright pink top. Look at
Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh, Pip's excited too.
Listen, she knows as soon as we hit live. I'm not even joking. Every time.
Oh my gosh. Well, she gets settled up. Let us go ahead and do our sharing here. So if you're watching this video, feel free to click that share button and share it with someone. Share it with a friend, share it with someone who loves jewelry, stylist. Go ahead and share it into your groups. Let's go ahead and make sure that everyone that is supposed to be seeing this is seeing it. All right. Yes, Jen, you definitely need your pink line for that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's coming. It is almost here. I did a couple of orders, and so I've got a couple trickling in. But I was gonna say too, like I even was like, I just am so I love color. And this time of year, I'm like, okay, it's time. It's time for a change of sprucing up the closet.
I agree. And yet here I am in my black tank top and my gray, but I did wear the new Blue Denver bracelets. So I do have a little bit of color on. But we are so glad that you're all here. This is our free Jewels Chat live stream that we love to do. We do this on Monday nights so that we can share with you a little bit about what we love about our business and to see what questions that you might have and hopefully answer them, and then give you an opportunity to fill out a survey at the end. And if you fill out that survey, that's going to put you into a raffle for a free piece of jewelry, which we will reveal a little bit later. So my name is Michelle Zito. I'm a company VP with Park Lane Jewelry, and I am here with Jennifer Ewert. Jennifer is a senior division leader on our team from California. I'm from New York. Our team is all over the country. And so as we're getting started here, Jen, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about how you came to be here at Park Lane?
Yeah, I would love to. So I started almost 8 years ago with no direct sales experience at all. I attended my first party actually just about this time 8 years ago, because my Kylie has a birthday in just a couple weeks. So I was well on my way due with her when I attended my first party and had so much fun just being with some other gals, getting together in my best friend's home. And I was able to shop the 2 and 4 sale. I remember I wasn't a huge jewelry person, but I got like a little tiny t-shirt necklace, some little studs to match. And then I got this like sparkly bracelet as my half price item. And I was so excited to walk away knowing that I got a really great deal. And I was going to be feeling good with, with the momming coming shortly. And those were the pretty things that I was going to put on after I had Kylie, because I knew I wouldn't be leaving my couch too much after that. Headed in, of course, to the hot summer months too. But fast forward into the summer, that's when my dear friend said, "Hey, Jen, like, you should do this. You should try out Park Lane." And I kind of brushed her off a little bit. And I was like, no, like I just had, my second baby, like I'm going back to work full time. I just don't know if this is the right season for me. And she just kept saying, "Jen, I really think you should do this. I think it would be really great. I think you would be great at it," which of course is a huge compliment when anybody seeks you out. And maybe you're even here today because someone said that to you, right? Hey, you should check this out. I think you'd be really good at it. That's such a huge compliment. And so I said, okay, give me the information. Give me the information and I'll kind of just check it out. My husband and I will look over it. We'll see, right? Well, we did that. We looked into it, and then we started thinking, man, it'd be really nice to have, an extra $500-$600 coming in. I really would like to pay off my student loans. And so that is really what it came down to for us is, hey, let's have something really intentional that we could get rid of my student loans for. Yeah, I was working full time. I had 2 young kids. My husband worked full time, right? And yet to have something really intentional that we could say, the money that comes in is going to
Do
my
that.
student loans, right?
Yeah.
That is what it's going to. And let me tell you, the fact that we were able to get those paid off quickly, quicker than we would have using, our regular bottom line budget, we could work more and less depending on what we wanted to do and pay it off quicker, then I could add an extra show, right? Like that's the beauty of what we do. And we're going to talk about that in just a second too. But that's just a little bit over the 8 years, we have been able to kind of switch what that looks like for us, where I paid off my student loans. Well, guess what? Now we can have some fun money to do
Right.
some Disney vacations with the kids, to go to the beach, to stay in a hotel for an extra day instead of maybe just one day, to be able to hop on an airplane to go see Grammy and Papa, right? Like
Right.
all of those things that maybe we would have had to say no to, but because we had Park Lane, because we have Park Lane, we're able to adjust our budget to what we need and what we want. So
Love that so much. And in fact, if any of that resonates with you, do you have student debt? Do you have a lack of fund money? Do you have a different type of debt, that you're paying off? Is it a credit card? Is it tuition bill? Is it
a car note,
orthodontia, a
right?
car
Yes.
payment? Even something like today, a repair that we thought could happen in the kitchen could not happen, and I might be on the hook for a $4,000 appliance. And these are things you don't know when they're going to come up, and if that ends up going on a payment plan for you, like things like that. So let us know if you were to apply, put Jen's plan there into play in your life. You had $600 extra a month. What would you be putting it to? We would love to see that in the comments. $600 coming to you in May, and then again in June, and then again in July, and then again in August, over and over again. What would you use that $600 for? As we continue on, I would love to see what everybody says.
It's funny. I think that ironically, we just celebrated Mother's Day, right? And yet, like maybe that $600 is going to go right back to your kids. Summer
Mhm.
is so expensive for
So
kids,
expensive with
all right?
kids.
Summer camps, sports camps, day camps, like
The ice
all
cream
of the
man.
extra activity, correct? The ice cream man, the community pool, the water parks,
Yep.
like trying to entertain your kids all summer long. The food, let's talk about the grocery bill now that they're
Right.
home 24 hours a day and they're wanting snacks every 5 minutes. Like maybe your $500 extra is going to your snack bill, right?
Seriously.
Like it's not funny, and yet it is funny, right?
I know.
Because it's for reals.
It really
So
is.
yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there because I know for us, summer is expensive.
It really is, these kids.
Yeah,
Or even if you don't have kids, if it's the things you wanna do to enjoy your summer.
right, exactly. Extra little vacay, little weekend trip, whatever.
Yep, exactly.
So I guess, Michelle, let's answer a few of the questions that we often hear as people are checking out. Remember, I said that, I just wanted more information. Just give me more information. Give me the bottom line. And so that's exactly what I want to ask you, Michelle,
Sure.
is why direct sales? Why does that something that someone would want to check out?
Yeah, if there's one thing I have found in my coming up on 25 years in direct sales, is that it gives you a level of control that you simply don't have when you have a boss, when you have a regular job. So when you're trying to work an extra income like you were around an existing full-time job, around another part-time job, around another business you might be running, around the obligations with your kids, obligations to your aging parents, whatever community work, volunteerism that you might do, pets that you're taking care of. These are all realities that women especially are trying to work around when bringing in that extra income. And direct sales provides that level of flexibility because you're deciding not necessarily only when you are working, but also when you're not. So when you know that you have a graduation to attend, when you know you have an upcoming bridal shower, whatever it is, You're not needing to ask permission for that time off. You wanting to do a girls' weekend with your friends from college. You simply cross those dates off the calendar. You're not necessarily asking for that PTO. Or the non-PTO, just
Right.
TO. So that flexibility allowing you to make that schedule and to control your income as well. Because the reason I always give the example of $600 is that that's the number that I needed when I was getting started in direct sales, because we needed to pay the COBRA. At the time, I was a teacher on maternity leave, and that was the goal, to kind of continue to be on maternity leave. But in order to do that, we needed to pay the COBRA because we were on my health insurance at that time. So $600 was what it cost. So I needed to do something that was flexible to bring in that $600. And direct sales ended up being what did it for me. And I was able to control the amount of money by simply making a decision on how many shows was it going to take, or how much did I need to sell in order to earn that money. Then, of course, you start learning that when you move up in level, your commission rate increases. When you start building a team, you earn on what they sell plus what you sell. And before you know it, you've created this whole second source of income that you are fully in control of. So that's why I have said the entire time that I've been in direct sales that, and I'm certainly earning more than $600 a month now by a lot. And that's because of the level of control. I could control what I needed in the beginning. I could increase it as we went along. And you're able to continue that level of control as you continue on in your business.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks for sharing that. So this next question, I always, feel like that maybe it's one that's not a real hard sell for our friends here that are watching, but I think it's a really important question of why jewelry. There's so many options out there for us to look at and to choose from in the direct sales space, but why would someone want to choose jewelry?
Yeah, like that is true that you said, like, this is probably the easy sell, right? Because if you're watching this, you've probably been invited because you love the jewelry. You're already a current customer of your stylist, which, by the way, if you did not tag your stylist and you're watching, please do that. But maybe you've hosted parties with us, and maybe you actually haven't seen the jewelry before. But jewelry is a feel good, easy to make purchase. It's something that is beloved by all. Men are buying jewelry for themselves sometimes, and certainly as gifts. Children love jewelry, older women love jewelry, and everyone in between. It's something that is appealing to everyone. I actually just read, Jen, today in Business Insider, there was a whole article about dopamine dressing.
Yes.
And it was an entire article about how you can dress in a way that makes you feel happy.
Yes.
And if you feel happy wearing Elton John-esque sparkly clothes head to toe, and then you should do that. But if what's for you, the dopamine is a black t-shirt because that's what you're comfortable in, then that's for you, dopamine dressing. And a big part of the article was about accessories and how many times you can do that comfortable outfit because you can pop on the accessories and you don't feel that you're being so repetitive because you've put on accessories that make you feel great. And that's what we mean by jewelry being that feel-good purchase. Every time you catch your reflection in a mirror, which is apparently over 30 times a day, somewhere along the way, you're seeing your own reflection, whether it's in the front of the microwave or whether it's in the mirror in your bathroom, your bedroom, wherever you're out and about. When you like that framing earring you have on, when you see that necklace looking back at you, the bracelets and the rings you look at all day long, when they make you feel good, that's dopamine dressing. And dopamine, by the way, raises your spirits. And who knew that the simple act of wearing earrings, wearing a necklace, looking at your bracelets could improve your mood? And that means that you can do that for yourself for as low as a $22 new pair of earrings,
Right.
or whether, like Jen said, you take advantage of half price and bonus items and you give yourself a whole new look. So jewelry is just, it's not going anywhere. It's been around since King Tut, and it's going to be here forever. So yeah, jewelry is fantastic product to sell.
I also love how small jewelry is. I think that's a really important thing to highlight too, because it's easy to ship it out, right?
Yes.
It's easy to send as a gift, right? You can throw that in the mail, and it's very easy to store it and to ship it and to have it to show. You can roll it up in your purse in a little jewelry roller and take it to a restaurant to share with some friends, right?
Yep.
Like, it's very easy to be able to take it and go in whatever that looks like. So I think that's another one that's a huge one for me, is why jewelry. Okay, so then the real question is, if we know we love jewelry already, why Park Lane Jewelry? Because there are some options, even if we kind of just bring that down a little bit smaller into the jewelry realm. You could choose other things, but why jewelry?
Yes.
Or why Park Lane? Yes,
why
Park Lane Jewelry?
One of the things that's so important is to know that you're joining a company that has excellent programs, because it isn't just about the product that you're selling, but it's about the foundation of the company that you're going to represent. It's about the programs that company has. It's about the standing behind of the products that you're going to be out there selling. And Park Lane knocks it out of the park with each and every one of these topics. So Park Lane is a family-owned and operated company. You may find other family-owned companies, but they're typically not also operated by the family. And when Arthur and Shirley Levine started Park Lane back in 1955, they were 16 and 18-year-old newlyweds, which is so crazy. But they did their research. They hired, analysts to decide what would be the best company to begin with, what would be the best product. And for the reasons we stated earlier, they came back with jewelry, all three of them separately. So that's what they went with. And off went Shirley doing parties. Off went Arthur, like with all of the back end. And in the meanwhile, they go on to have 8 children. So fast forward today in 2024, those their 3 sons today are the co-owners. Those children and children from the other, siblings as well are, running the jewelry development and running payroll and, running the warehouse and what's, the supply chain part of it, like all of it is run by a family member. And I love that they take this family legacy so important to them. Certainly they've been approached to be purchased over the years, and they've been told many times, told time and time again, we're not for sale. This is our family business, and it's going to continue to be our family business, which is why Jen and I and every other stylist here knows that it can be our family legacy as well. Because when we build our own businesses, like we do as independent contractors, that means that we own our business. And you can be an LLC here at Park Lane. You can, incorporate, and that is your family legacy moving forward. So now, next thing was when Arthur and Shirley were starting up Park Lane, people said, well, there are already other like home party jewelry companies. How are you going to get people to work for you instead of them? And Arthur's answer was very simple. We're going to pay them more. And I think that's like just so simple and hysterical, but it's also true.
Yes.
So if we were to look at the programs, program number 1 is the one that probably most of you that are watching this are already familiar with. And the one Jen mentioned a second ago, which is the sale, right? So have you purchased 2 low price pieces that allowed you to get 4 pieces at half price? So that now you bought $26 Moanas, $26 Whisper earrings, And then now you got a Cartier looking jewel bracelet for $36 instead of 78. That's, how we're treating our customers to those half price items. Did you get your brand new Denver bracelets that are $145 normally, or 140 something, and instead you got it for $30 as a bonus item? That's the programs. So, how many of you have a special color impression bracelet or a mini impression bracelet? Oh my gosh, like the one we have now. Who's grabbed this one?
Yes.
Beautiful new mini impression rainbow. This is a $200 bracelet, but no one is paying $200. It's $28 with a $40 purchase. So you could buy just this one pair of earrings, and now you're receiving this for $28. That's an amazing program. And as we see, tons of you have taken advantage of this, which is what leads to our second program. And tell me if you've taken advantage of this, which is hosting the party with us, right? Because what is hosting a party? It's not even necessarily the old school way of hosting a party, though we certainly do that. But hosting a party with us is simply sharing the sale, allowing us really to share the sale with your friends and family, right? So let us know if you're watching, if you've had a party with your stylist, whether that means they were on the couch in your living room, or they were sitting at your kitchen or dining room table. Maybe you had it in a restaurant or attended a sip and style. Maybe your party was in a Facebook Messenger chat and everything took place in a chat. Maybe you had a show in a Facebook group and you watched a live, or you watched it on YouTube with your stylist. These are all the ways that we get to share the jewelry with your friends and family. And in order to thank you for allowing us to do that with you, our hostesses receive $400 plus in free and discounted jewelry. Now, I know that some of you have gotten way more than that. You're like, 400? I think I got like 1,200. Because our program is unbeatable. Because really, what do we know about women and shopping? We know that women love to get a good deal, right? And because right? Hit the like or the heart button, everybody, if you like to shop on sale. Because that's what we're doing at Park Lane all the time, right? When new pieces come out, you get to shop the sale. When you find something further back in the website, you get to shop the sale. How amazing that these earrings just came out and you still get to use them as part of the sale. These bracelets, usually when you go to a department store and you want to apply a coupon to brand new merchandise, they're like, oh no, that's too new. No, I know it's June, but you can use that coupon on a winter coat. Like, no, Park Lane lets you apply the sale even to the newest merchandise. So because the sale is so amazing, because women love to shop on sale, the second thing that women love to do is tell their friends about that good sale.
Always.
Right? Always. And it applies to anything,
It does. I'm pretty sure I sent you like, oh my goch, look at our favorite dresses for the summer on sale. Check this out.
Oh right? My gosh, the jeans we love.
These jeans. That's right.
Even like the grocery store, I'll be like, Ma, the peaches are on sale at Junta's. Exactly. Like, you're telling your mom when the good peaches are on sale, the strawberries, whatever's good on sale, you're telling your friends. But the difference is regular stores don't reward you for that. Park Lane does. And before you know it, you could tell the whole neighborhood to go buy those strawberries, and that grocery store is not giving you a coupon. Whereas Park Lane's giving you $400 plus in free and discounted jewelry as thanks. And that's the part where when Arthur said, I'm going to pay them more, that's really where that comes from. Because do we start at a higher rate commission by a lot than my previous company? Jen was smart. She came here right at the beginning. I worked at another company for 14 years before I came here. But do we start at higher commission, whether you're brand new or experienced? Absolutely. Can you go up to 50% commission? Yes. Do you get paid on a team infinitely deep that you cannot and will not ever be paid lower than any raise you ever get? Will you never be demoted? Even if your whole entire team quits, do they take your title away? The answer is no. Do you get knocked down to a lower commission rate? Are you ever paid as a different commission rate than what you've earned? No to all of these things, or yes to all of these things. Yes, you get paid the great commission. No, you don't get ever paid less. You get paid on every single member of your team. We can earn the Mercedes. But it wouldn't matter that all of those things were true if nobody wanted to shop the jewelry
Mhm.
and if nobody wanted to host a party. And that's the crux of
Yeah.
why Park Lane Jewelry. To
Totally.
know that you're working for this family who loves the company, loves their family, loves their sales field, and therefore provides us with programs that people want to participate in and provide us with a product that is high quality and guaranteed.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Park Lane Jewelry, all of these perks, the 2 vacations a year that we can earn, the
Mhm.
Mercedes car plan for all levels of leadership, not just executives. These are the free jewelry that we earn every single month, not just when we're new or not just when there's new pieces, but all the time. These are all the why Park Lane reasons, but none of that would matter if people didn't want to shop the jewelry or if they didn't want to host a party, but they do because of our amazing programs.
There's one more thing, Michelle, that we were just in conversation with a new leader that came in
Yes.
from our Direct to Point program. I know we're getting almost done, so hang with
Yes.
us for a moment. But I think that this is really important because we had a conversation with a leader that came here with experience, and so she was able to start at a higher commission level coming here to Park Lane. And she shared with us some insight that I think is really important. And that is that we are a full service jewelry company. And Michelle, can you touch on that a little bit of why that also is important? And maybe some just insights that she shared with us?
Totally. So, full service jewelry means that we have lots of different styles. So, there are jewelry companies that tend to stick to one type of style. So, like everything is engraved, or everything is a charm, or everything is bling. But then there's no trendy casual, or there's no simpler pieces, or there's no pieces for a child, there's no pieces for men, there's no more unisex type pieces, there's no corporate wear, because they are kind of pigeonholed into that one style. And that is simply not the case here. We have those simple pieces for those that like to just keep it simple. We have the Uber bling for the ones that want to be super sparkly all day, every day. We have the boho pieces. We have the work wear for those that are, in those more conservative workplaces, and everything in between. So full service jewelry is really important because I've been doing shows with Park Lane for 10 years now. And I've never had someone come to a show and say, oh, yeah, I just don't see anything at all.
Or they do, and you're like, wait, but what is your style? Right?
Right.
Sometimes people come in expecting that they're just not going to have whatever style it is. But it's so funny when they're like, hey, like, share with me, what is your style?
Right.
And then you can point them in the direction, and they're like,
Right.
well, I'll be. So yeah, super important. Thanks for sharing that one because I thought that was great insight and something that's really important as
Yes. And thank you, Tracy, for
expand.
pointing that out, because even her customers are loving the
Yeah.
Park Lane jewelry because of so many things Park Lane has that her previous company did not.
And fun rings. That was a fun one for me.
Yes.
So good. I love a good cocktail ring. Okay,
Yeah.
so with all of those questions and all of those fun things, if you have heard one or two things that you're like, interesting, right? First of all, hit that share button. Would you share this video with one person? Whether it is on, your personal timeline, or you hit that share button and send it in a message to somebody. If everyone would just share this video out, that would mean the world to us.
Totally.
But Michelle, why now is a great time to try out Park Lane?
Now, to me, anytime you're thinking about something makes it a good time, because to continue to think about it, to continue to sit on the fence every day, every minute, every hour, every month, every year that you put it off is putting off the experience. It's putting off the potential to make the money. It's putting off earning all of that jewelry. And it's putting off the peace of mind of knowing that you tried. You know, there's a humongous success principle out there that's called lean in. And I would love to see you be part of that small percentage of people that are willing to just lean in instead of to live in that fear based like avoidance, right? Because some of you may be watching this for what feels like the millionth time, or you know, at least you've watched this a couple of times, and every time you decide to wait, you're putting off what could be a great thing when there's really no harm in trying. Because in order to get started with Park Lane, we set you up with a kit that is $99. And for that, you immediately get to pick, instead of the $500 like usual, $600 worth of jewelry. Now, I think that no matter how good or bad you are at math, right there you can see there's no way to lose. Yeah. However, you're not only with that $99 investment, are you receiving that $600 worth of jewelry and your website to use for a year to continue to take orders, to continue to place your own orders, to continue to do parties, whatever you're going to do with it. But we also love to do a party for you to kick off your business so that we can share the jewelry with your family and friends and wow them so that they fall in love with it the way you've fallen in love with it. They place orders. We help you get shows booked. We help just market the jewelry to your friends. And you keep the paycheck on that introductory show so that you have a paycheck coming in, minimally reimbursing you for the $99, but probably double or triple your investment back. So you've not lost money. You have tons of jewelry because you also still get the free shopping spree that the hostess receives. So now you've double dipped. You've probably earned additional jewelry in that month's stylist promotions that we have every month. And now you get to know the answer, right? You're going to maybe do those parties that we book for, help you book. And we're going to help you run that VIP group. We're going to help you set up that business page. Orders are coming in. You try doing the sales for a while. And then you're going to say only one of two things can happen, right? It's going to be either, okay, I tried this and I earned my money and I got the jewelry, but I don't know what I was thinking. This is not for me. I think I'd rather just be a customer again. No problem. You can just go right back to being a customer with your stylist. But what if it's not? What if you find something that you're good at? That you are like, wow, this is really fun. Oh my gosh, I love all this free jewelry showing up at my house. I am loving this direct deposit every single week. Park Lane pays weekly, everybody. If your regular job does not pay weekly, and for our stay-at-home moms, we know there's no direct deposit even coming. This is a blessing for us, right? To be able to bring in that income every single week that you submit sales or that your team submits sales, right? So those are the only two outcomes: money, jewelry, and an answer, or money, jewelry, and the answer that you love it. You tried something and you can stay with us for the reason that you came, which would be, I need to pay off XYZ. You could stay with us for a season of your life, maybe to reach to another season of life you're trying to get to. And maybe you're going to find yourself to be one of the diehard regulars like we are here. But whatever it is, we want to help you to get to those answers because we would love to help you earn that money and all of the other perks that go along with it. So if that sounds good, or even if you just want to give us the feedback and you just came here to get into tonight's raffle, we're going to put the link to our survey right here in the comments. And someone who fills it out is going to win our beautiful Luxe necklace in silver. It has the crystals on both sides. This is a designer inspired piece, and it's going to belong to one of you that watched this here tonight and submits that survey.
Yeah, the other thing, Michelle, too, really quick, is that when they book their decider party, they're getting 10 tickets into our event that we're doing right now, right? If you
Right.
didn't catch Michelle's live yesterday of our big Color Me Beautiful reveal collection, after you hop off here, go back and find that replay.
Yes.
You're going to want to watch that. Write your wish list for sending in your wish list. You're going to get into another prize for booking your decider party. You're going to get 10 tickets into the prize. So don't miss out on all of these opportunities too, because you're going to really get to double, triple dip into all of our big, amazing giveaways that we have going on.
Yes, we love when we get to do these during a big fun event because you get to double and triple on all of these things. So yay. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule tonight to join us. Whether you're watching live or replay, we appreciate you. Go ahead and click that share button, and we look forward to seeing your survey answers. And we will certainly be in touch with any questions that you might additionally put on the survey. So Jen, thanks so much for joining me tonight.
You're welcome.
We'll see you all real soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.